What's up, good people? It's your girl Tanika Nikki. And while browsing online, I came across this story. And I had to share it with you guys because it touches on the fact that we need to really start talking to our kids more about not just personal safety and stranger danger in person, but also internet safety. A lot of things happen via web, online, and it happens out of the sight of parents. And before you know it, a child is the victim of a predator. And this story that I'm sharing with you guys this evening is a perfect example of that. An 11-year-old girl was online with a little PlayStation game, playing her Minecraft and doing her thing. And she started conversing back and forth with a person whom she expected was another teenager. Mind you, she's only 11, but a preteen, and you know how fast girls mature. So they start talking and communicating and just kind of reaching out. That's what girls do. We talkative. However, it turns out that the gentleman she was speaking to was not a teenager. He was a 23-year-old grown-ass man. So the teen continues to talk with this person. She lives in Florida. He lives in Illinois. She came up missing this past Sunday. And she came up missing because the gentleman from Illinois traveled all the way down to Florida and abducted this baby. 11-year-old little girl abducted. He took her from Florida to Georgia and took her in a hotel room. I don't know. It doesn't state what happened or if anything had happened. But it does say that when they were found, that they were in a hotel room. A 23-year-old grown man with an 11-year-old little girl. And I'm not reading this verbatim, but I'm putting it up there so you guys can see it. I read it, so if you guys want to pause and rewind and read it, that's up to you guys. But basically, this grown-ass man traveled way down to Florida, abducted this 11-year-old, brought her to Georgia in a hotel room. Authorities found out where they were, and they came and they arrested this man. Thank God they arrested this man. But this should be a warning and wake-up call, especially for that parent or her parents. And for us as parents, we have to start talking to our kids earlier than we expect we have to. Most of us don't start having the big conversations with our kids until they reach a certain age when we think puberty kicks in. It's turning out that our kids are smarter than we give them credit for and more mature-minded than, we like to believe. We like to keep them boxed in as our little girls and our sweet little boys. Of course, they're sweet with us, but their minds wander. They start communicating. They start to do things that maybe they need a little parental guidance, to actually be doing, especially when it comes to internet safety. We need to start monitoring what our kids are doing. It's time to start being nosy. It's all right to make your kids uncomfortable because you love them. Let me see what you're doing. Let me see what you online doing. Let me see who you talking to. Who is that? Because as you see, things can go astray and awry. And I'm sure this is not the only child that this has happened to, that somebody used a false identity to lure out and now the child has been taken. Thank God that the authorities got a hold of them quickly. This could have been another case of, reporting something different. Missing child, abducted child, later found no longer alive child. We know how these kind of stories can play out. But yeah, I saw this one. I was like, well, I got to share this one with my people. I know I always put out the missing children, but I had to put this one out because this was a missing child that end up in a situation that can happen to any one of our kids, any one of your kids, any one of your family members' kids. It's about bringing awareness, not just about missing kids, but about the need to educate your kids a little more in regards to personal safety, internet safety, and the new dangers. It ain't like it was when we were kids and we had to worry about the stranger in our face. Now we have to worry about the stranger online. Yeah. But that's it, you guys. I just thought you guys would appreciate this story, especially the ending. She was found safe. She was brought home to her family. And I pray to God that nothing terrible happened to this girl to ruin her for life. We just gonna say, God be with her and her family. Peace and love, guys.